wanted to talk to the people that are here that I see all the time, and I want to just kind of help you guys out. Maybe go through a little bit of evaluation with you guys. What do you guys? Uh, what's your goal in pro wrestling? I often ask that. In class, I'll often ask, and whatever your goal is. Some people have a goal to be WWE Hall of Famer, and some people just want to be able to finish the class. And nobody has a wrong goal. It's your goal. It's your passion. Whatever it is that you want to make it, that's your goal. Don't feel embarrassed to say what your goal is, what you want to do. Jake Atlas told me I want to be a WWE Hall of Famer, and kind of blew me away because I was like, well, it's going to be very hard to get signed first, and then to become a Hall of Famer. Jesus Christ, like, you have to be amazing, and not to say that he's not amazing, but you got to have those goals. And so don't be embarrassed. Me in second grade, teacher asked me, what do you want to do? And I was like, I guess I want to be a dentist. I didn't tell her I wanted to be a football player because I felt stupid saying that. Maybe I should have. I'd have been a football player. Who knows? But yeah, don't feel stupid, whatever your goal is. Hey, man, I know some people just want to wrestle on the independent circuit. Some people, obviously want to take it to the next level, become a Pacific champion in Japan, whatever the case is. So what we'll do is I'm going to go down the line with you guys and just kind of talk with you. And I'm probably going to go ahead and start and talk and shop with Ruby. Ruby Ray's has been under my tutelage for many years now, and she's an incredible student of the game, and she has a great view on the business. And if you guys ever have questions, I would always be reaching out to people like Ruby, in this group right here. Ruby's a veteran to everybody here. Sometimes we got Brody, and she's even been doing it longer than Brody, so definitely I'm gonna start with you, Ruby, and we've been on this journey for some time, and sometimes even our goals change, and that's okay too. So what do you have in your mind as right now? It's 2020. What do you look forward to now in pro wrestling? What's your goal, at this point in your wrestling career?
Hi. So much like you were saying, right now things have changed. Where I started at, what my goals were when I first started, have developed and changed over time. Originally, I wanted just to show that good female wrestling could help to help good female wrestling come out of Southern California. So that was my initial goal, to help women in Southern California get on the map. As I've grown and I've changed in the business, my goals have changed as well. One of the things I really wanted to do now, being this far in, was to show that intergender wrestling can be good and can be real coming out of the indie scene. As you guys know, I'm all about intergender wrestling, not just because a point of feminism, but because that's just how I was grown. I was brought up to always compete with the guys. So that was a goal that I was working heavily on, and actually making headway before all this happened. So that's going to be something I'm looking to get back to after all this. Aside from that, and because of Up All Night, and because I have things that I see in my head I want to do, I actually really want to go on and I want to produce some more shows, larger shows, bigger scale shows, something that will make, I'm going to say this, if the Young Bucks could start with what they did and grow it into AEW, who's to say that I can't make something equally as cool? And it doesn't have to be that huge. It doesn't have to be AEW huge, but hell, what if it is one day? I'd just like to do something like that while maintaining myself as an intergender wrestler, and hopefully travel to Europe is where I really
want to go. Good. First thing, for everybody that has goals, I'm gonna tell you guys, you gotta write them down. If you want to go to Europe, if you want to produce shows, Ruby, and you talk about doing something like the Young Bucks did. I mean, history repeats itself time and time again. We'd always, when I was coming up, I'd always talk about how ECW was the little engine that could, and became, earn their way on the field with the big dogs. And I think AEW is the same thing. And I think it's just, you know, you got to have that goal and just tell people, like, what I tell people is, like, I plan to compete with, the big wrestling companies one day, because everybody that runs them, you know, like Vince McMahon, he's just a man. You know, some people call him a god, some people call him whatever. But I think if you believe that we're all, we all have 24 hours in the day, and we're all just regular people trying to do, extraordinary things. The possibilities are endless. So Ruby, if you want to produce shows, it's incredibly hard. You got to learn that. You got to learn the business itself. But I always like the part of, when when you uh when you don't know too much, like in wrestling, and I tell people, and I ask them what their goal is. This is one of the things that we do, and they have this crazy goal, and I sometimes I say, oh my god, that's incredibly hard. But when you don't know any better, you don't know what's on the other side of the fence, you just go for it. And I think sometimes when you know what's on the other side of the fence, and I think that I have a lot of this problem, is that I start, I can't do that until I do this, or I can't do this because I've only been producing shows for a year, or we tend to start knocking ourselves off. And then you see a person who comes into the wrestling business from whatever, the dance world, it doesn't matter, and they start excelling. And a lot of the times it's because they don't start knocking themselves off the list, off the hierarchy list that we've been looking at years. And because a lot of this, for even me and you, Ruby, it's like it's rough. We've been in the grind, day after day, month after month, year after year. And how do you keep motivated? Not getting the big break, or the break that we're looking for. And ways to do that is to just kind of love what we do. You know what I mean? And I think I look at you, and I think definitely you love what you do. And if you do want to produce shows, that's, man, it gets easy. First thing, like, what you're doing with the studio wrestling, I think is incredible, because there's so much video and content that's out there. That so many outlets, people can watch it on so many different places, not just go to the television and watch it. We can watch it on TikTok, and we can watch it on Twitter. I see pro wrestling, like, producing some really cool videos during this quarantine. And it's like, just, whoever made that Darwin video, man, like, they look professional. Whoever made it, it was like edited great. I mean, it worked for me. I don't know if you guys seen these. Guys should take a look at it. But some of the pointers on running shows, straight up out of the gate, is promote, promote, promote. You have to find out, like, when I would talk about it with Mongo about promoting, would be 35% of your budget, whatever it is. I don't know what your budget's, $1,000. 35% of that needs to go to advertising. Whether it's passing out flyers. I found out going into our January show, which is in my history, my best show that I've ever run. I've been running shows for 12 years. I ran some shows in 2006 at the Grand Olympic Auditorium, but I was just the booker. I wasn't actually running the event itself. So I've been running shows for 12 years, and this last one that we just did in January was the first time ever in my career that I've actually made any money. I usually will break even, or I will lose money. Obviously not a tremendous amount, but if you see our track record, at least Santino Brothers, if we don't come back for a certain amount of time, whether it's 4 or 6 months, that's where we're recuperating our losses from the show. But what I found, Ruby, is that advertising, like, I finally said this time I would keep my 35% budget, and I would do this, and nothing would work. We'd always just draw to the point of barely enough. And with me, I'm doing it a little bit tougher, because I'm really working hard on trying to draw with homegrown talent. Absolutely no names, in the sense that it's only the people that come to our wrestling school and we create and go through the program itself. Not to say that you guys aren't names. It's that this people that we create, not bringing in, a Joey Ryan or whatever that would help you boost your revenue. So I kind of already checked that off as that's working against me, you know. But I found the idea of just really putting into the promoting of it. I would go from anywhere probably from $400 a month on advertising, whatever it is. If it's $400, that means that $115 went to the 5,000 flyers. So what do you got left? $385, and then that would go to the majority of that. That would go to yeah, the majority of that would go to Facebook ads, which would you cross promote with Instagram. Um, and then I was working with this thing. My buddy from PCW, Mike, told me about this billboard called Blip, BLIP.com. And Blip, if you ever look into promoting or buying a billboard, they want anywhere from 3,500 to 5,000 per month, which is just like blows me away. Like we can't afford that. But I found Blip, and Blip is digital billboards, and they'll run you when they're running low and they don't have anyone that's advertising in a certain area, and they'll throw your billboard up more often than not. Like we would end up on the 5 freeway and Telegraph, where they would throw our advertising up pennies on the dollar, like 5 cents a blip, so 5 cents every time they would show the billboard. um I don't know, so you're looking at, you have 385, and so now I'm probably splitting uh 60% into Facebook ads and then 40% into those blip ads. I was still kind of like working on it to see what worked, Ruby. But what I did this last show in January, where we actually drew a lot of fucking people, like more than we draw. We draw about 100. I think we draw our very first show in 2009 in Newhall, California. We drew 168 people. In our record, we've never beat that. Even our Halloween show with Brody King versus Willie Mack, and the shows we did in Downey or the shows we did in Southgate, we've never drawn more than 168 people until this last January, on January 4th. So it's kind of haunted us, you know. Our first show, we drew that, and we could never beat it. So I wanted to figure out how I can get more people in there. You know, obviously I want to put X-Pac on a billboard, but we don't have X-Pac or Psychosis or somebody from, you know, the Attitude Era or somebody that people might remember. So how do you promote it? So I would always just promote the brand and the wrestling specifically. And then obviously then I'd go to, and I get frustrated with Eli, and I'd say, man, I need some better fucking pictures from these wrestlers. I want to put them on a billboard. I want to put them on a banner or a flyer. And so it was incredibly important to put these pictures that drew people's eyes, where you said, well, they're not a name, but do they look interesting enough that they would gain people's attention? You know, so it's so important that, hey, send me pictures. That's one thing. And hey, guys, and Ruby is probably the best one that I've ever dealt with. She sends a file, and she'll send you like Instagram size pictures, and she'll send you poster size pictures, and she has a complete file of different poses. That's something that I would work on, and I think she sends it on maybe the Google Drive or something like that. What do you send it on, Ruby?
Google Drive.
Google Drive. I mean, and it's so easy. I think we all work with Gmail or Google at some point. I mean, it's so easy, and it's been some of the easiest pictures that I get. You wouldn't believe that people want to come, and they want to wrestle on a show, and they don't send a video or pictures. And I'm coming from a time where I had to duplicate a VHS tape, put it in an envelope, mail it, take an 8x10 picture, mail that. Man, you could just send a message and just send a digital video, digital picture. I mean, go ahead and do it. You know, and I'm pretty sure Ruby gets this a lot, you know, with now producing shows, is you see the other side of it. We see a lot of the wrestlers complain, man, all these promoters leave me on red, and they all leave me on red. And I just say, man, shut the fuck up, dude. You know how many people I have hitting me up, and they're not even sending me a fucking link or a picture of their fucking shit, and I'm supposed to, or they send me a 30-minute match with 6 people in it, and like, well, who the fuck are you? I like this guy, and it might not be you. So, like, oh, you know what I mean? There's little details when you send in stuff that I actually, like, I look out at the promoters now, and I see all these wrestlers complaining about little shit like that. You left me on red. Give me something to respond to you. Give me a great fucking 8x10 picture. Give me a great 14-second highlight video, 14 fucking second, because I'm not gonna watch 3 minutes. I mean, are any of you guys gonna watch 3 fucking minutes of someone you don't know? Really? I mean, we're hard pressed to watch The Undertaker for 3 minutes in a highlight, man. And that's the taker, you know? So, you know, like, hey, a little snack, as Robert Collin would always tell me. Yeah, we're looking for, you know, a little snack. We don't want too much. A minute's really like a lot of my time, especially in the social media world. It is. If you want someone to watch a minute of your video, it's rough. I would look at our YouTube analytics, and it's like we're lucky if people are watching 3 minutes on an hour-long video. Really, we are. You know, so hey, a 15-second snack, man. Just let me capture that and be like, whoa, I want more. And then that goes back to wrestling when we're telling stories, guys. And I'm gonna stay on topic, Ruby, with your questions. Is we always want to leave more in wrestling, right? We don't want to give them every single move we can do. Let them, you know, let them want more, you know. And same thing with when you're sending these videos to your promoters, you know, a little 15-second. I think that would help everybody out. And then if Ruby or Mike, we want more, hey, give me a longer video. Give me something better, you know. But chances of you getting answered back with really quick, memorable footage or memorable pictures are a lot better, you know. But going back to the promoting, what we did for January, I kept my 30%. I said, you know, I threw those fucking stupid rules out the window that I went for like 12 years, 35%. You look it up, they'll say it. 35% of your budget needs to go to advertising. It says it everywhere, every single where. You think like, oh, that's what works. That shit don't fucking work in LA. I don't know. Maybe that works somewhere else. It doesn't work here. Maybe it works if you're a mega superstar, country star, and you can draw it here in LA. I don't know. But for pro wrestling, what I needed to do to draw, I think we drew 352 people, which wasn't even a lot either. I put $2,000 into Facebook ads, blip ads. I put a banner up at I put 2 banners up at the venue. And then obviously we did flyers, you know. And when I did these ads, you know, you can actually just put them in the certain area. And I think I did 5 miles from Cudahy, California. So like not even from the Bell Gardens, 5 minutes away. I did it from Cudahy. I used to do 50 miles, you know, the max that you could do in ads, 50 miles. And then I would put another ad. So I'd link the whole entire Southern California trying to advertise for a show in Southgate. And it just doesn't make any fucking sense. You know, 5 miles from the area made so much more sense. It actually gave us so much more return by doing that. But it's just, you can't be scared to put the advertising revenue in. It sucks. Trust me, it sucks because sometimes you don't see the return and it really sucks, and you're just hoping, and you're not even going into a show happy or excited. You're more stressed out, like fuck, we put all this production into it and we hope that people are going to show up. But a lot of the times your ticket sales are going to come in that last friggin' week, and not even the last week, probably the last 2 to 3 days. Everything starts falling in, you know. So you got to hang tight, and then stop looking at your sales. Just continue working on your show, because at that point, there's nothing else you can do. So there's no reason, and I've done it. And Mongo told me, stop looking at it. There's nothing you can do. You've already put the money in. Stop stressing, and now just make the show the best you can do it. You know, but we had to work our way up to get to that point. I think you can do $5 a day. I think we started with $150 on Facebook ads. But believe you me, they work 100%. Anyone that always asks me about wrestling school, what do you guys do? And I tell them Facebook ads. I know, though, a lot of people are scared to actually put the money in. You know, you don't want to I think we put in, on a regular for Santino Brothers, we're putting in about $1,200 to $1,500 in Facebook ads per month, just on a regular basis to get students in. You know, and if you told me that when I first started wrestling school, I'd say, get the fuck out of here. We're done. There's no way I could do that. But we worked our way up. You know, I think we started with $5 a day, $150 a month. And it's like what everybody says, man, advertising and promoting, it works 100%, you know? So like, hey, use the social medias. This is for everybody, not just promoters. Use your social medias, guys. It's so important to utilize that tool that you have right there, because I mean, you're gonna hear all the wrestlers, we didn't have that coming up, and if we had this, it'd be a different story. And I think for me, it definitely would be a different story. because man, we used to take the video camera from XPW, and then we used to just steal it or borrow it for the night, film some stuff, leave it on the producer's desk, and say, hey, there's some video in there. And it'd be 50-50. 50% they just throw it on television, and 50% they wouldn't even look at it, you know. But we have social media, man. We'd be throwing everything out there. So I definitely would use that to promote. You're gonna run shows. Don't feel that you have to put all the money in at the first time, but you have to at least make it 30%, at least, at the very least, you know. But it's possible, Ruby. You can do anything you set your mind to, and then my biggest probably value that I can give you on promoting is just treat the wrestlers the way you prefer to be treated as a wrestler. As a wrestler, whatever you didn't fucking like, don't do that shit, or make sure that's not done when you do it. And that's just what I do, you know. And there's probably stuff that I do as a promoter that people don't like. Bring it to my attention so it can be fixed. You know, a lot of people actually end up going to their peers and talking shit, but bring it to the people's attention to fix it first, you know. But that's probably my biggest pointer, is just treat the wrestlers the way you prefer to be treated. It's so important. I think it'll go a long way, because then you always put yourself in that position. You know, I always hated waiting, Jesus Christ, 2 hours after a show to get paid, what, 20, 50, 70 bucks, you know what I mean? So I kind of make it a point, and I have Sylvia like pass out all the envelopes before your match. You know, sometimes it bites us in the ass. We pay before, and they give us a shitty ass match. You know, sometimes the other times if you pay them afterwards, then you kind of open that envelope as a promoter and you go, man, that fool didn't earn his 50 bucks today, you know? And I think, you know, Ruby can relate to that. Like, hey, dude, I work hard. You know what I mean? You should work hard too. That only works if you don't have an agreed paid amount. You know what I mean? Sometimes if you're saying, hey, I'm going to pay you 40 bucks, and you're willing to give them 50 or 60, and they didn't deliver for you, then, hey, you know, I take that 20 bucks out and just I'll give it to somebody else that earned it. You know? I always think that goes a long way. Yeah.
Out of curiosity, since you've been on the promoting side and you've been on the wrestling side, how hard, or I guess not even how hard, any advice you have for moving forward as a wrestler and as someone who does want to do shows as well?
You want my honest opinion? Don't wrestle. If you want to promote, don't wrestle. It's really tough and rough.
Like in general, or just on those shows?
Probably on your shows, but obviously, like, people are gonna want to see you on your shows because you're probably gonna be the biggest star. You know, sometimes, like, I find that out. I don't want to wrestle. Who the fuck wants to watch Chaos wrestle this? Then I wrestle, and like all these people hitting me up, and they love seeing me wrestle. And so it's like, it's like, this is your party. Of course they want to see you fucking wrestle. It's really tough. Like, I always tell people, if they ask why is Santino Brothers successful, and I say, because I don't wrestle. I don't compete with my students. You know what I mean? I'm not trying to get myself booked on a show. I'm not worried about me. I'm worried about everybody trying to get do their best. So it kind of takes myself out of the equation. I think the same way for running a show, because it's incredibly hard. Like, if you look at it, every time I watch the Young Bucks or I watch Kenny Omega, and I don't know, I was actually talking to Sylvia the other day, and I said, man, you know, looks like Kenny Omega used to be incredibly special, and I don't know, it just seems very average here in AEW, or at least the matches that he's in. And I kind of answered my own question. I said, well, fuck, he's in the fucking office, and you know how much stress that is every fucking day to be in the office. And it's like the last thing, I guarantee you, that Kenny Omega, or even sometimes the Young Bucks, or even Cody for that matter, last thing they fucking think about, and not because the last thing they want to think about, it's just the last thing they have time to think about, is the actual match for that night, you know. And it gets so friggin' stressful. You start getting on yourself because you're not delivering the quality matches that you want to deliver, and it starts making it really tough, you know. And I'm not saying that Kenny Omega's not delivering quality matches. I just remember him being this wrestling god, really, in Japan. Like, I don't know, that's the way I saw him, you know. And then he's just kind of, I don't know, just a little different here in the United States. I think it's because he's in the fucking office, and it's stressful.
What's that?
Sorry,
as it is right now, like, just with Up All Night, like I can't imagine wrestling on Up All Night and also, you know, producing Up All Night as it is right now. But just like moving forward, I don't want to have to sacrifice being a wrestler because I also want to run a show. Like keeping those two things separate. Like for you, were you able to still run like shows and still be a wrestler outside of that show?
Oh yeah, yeah, absolutely. Yeah, because you go to a show and you just know that all I have, and that was the best part. All I gotta do is put on a great performance tonight. All I gotta do is wrestle. I don't have to worry about the lights or hey, we ran out of chairs. You know what I mean? All these little things that are like me or that are bullshit when you're calling your match. You're like, dude, I don't bother me right now, but you have to deal with it as a promoter, you know, and that sucks. Um, I obviously there's incredible guys that can do it. You know, I think Tommy Dreamer. I don't know. It probably is harder for him, obviously, but he does it when he does his House of Hardcore. Joey Ryan does it. You know, I've heard Joey Ryan. They say that he's sitting there collecting the tickets at the door before the show. You know what I mean? And I'd sit there and go, fucking Joey, man. But of course he could do that because I couldn't. That'd be fucking rough. And then wrestle that night? Get out of here, man. That's too tough for me, man. It's too much stress. I mean, can you do it? Yeah, of course you could do it. Do you want to? No, I'd rather not. You know. But yeah, I just think it makes it tough. But what I'm going to tell you is you can try it, see what works. Put yourself on an Up All Night when we get back running and when we get everything going. And I think that is the best place to do it, especially like one of these shows that we run like an Up All Night. That makes it perfect. Doesn't work. But I always think that too. Like even at a regular show. Hey, if the light didn't work, the light didn't work. Fuck it. Okay, let's move on. I don't stress about it anymore all night. If it can't be perfect, oh well, big deal. I ran shows in a parking lot. You know what I mean? So whatever we're doing now is a lot better than that. So I try not to stress about it. There's going to be so many stresses. Not enough tables. They're throwing each other into the walls. So fuck, don't break the walls, please. I want my deposit back. You got all these fucking stresses that you go through when you're running a show. Hey guys, please don't go out there and go smoke weed. Yeah, please. I don't want anyone to see that. I don't want them to, because they're gonna come back to me. They're not gonna come back to the wrestler. Hey, yeah, your guys were all smoking weed. You guys, no, they'll say you guys were all out there smoking weed. Fuck, I wasn't even out there, man. I was stressing inside about chairs. But yeah, that's those are just kind of some pointers on promoting. Obviously, I think you know how to write a show, tell a story. I think it's get this year is really helped you out with doing the Up All Night. Then after all that, chairs and ticket sales and all that, how do we get the people back? How do we get like a cliffhanger, right? Going back to we have to leave them wanting more. It's so important. You put it around the main event. And so you got Dom versus Ruby in the main event, or Dom versus Jenna in the main event, and so what I always love to do was I'd have if Dom's the heel, I'm gonna have Dom come out after the second match, and we're gonna set up the main event for that night. That's how we do it on the indie level, since we don't have television. So I'm gonna have Dom come out and talk some smack or just introduce himself, or usually maybe it's better to have Milo come out as the face. She's getting ready for her match tonight, and then Dom comes out to interrupt her. And maybe I want to pull apart, I want them to kind of scuffle a little bit. I want the heel to get some heat, or maybe we want to, maybe it already led up to where Dom's already got a bunch of heat, so we want to see Milo finally barely get her hands on Dom, and she clotheslines him over the top, and he gets the fuck out of there. Oh, she almost got him. Reaching, almost got him. So now we're all fucking excited. It's not even intermission yet, and we're like, we want to see the Dom versus Milo match tonight. So I like doing that setup after the second match before intermission. That's just when I was coming up. That's what all the guys did. Bobby Bradley, they would set up the main event, and that just kind of always stuck with me about setting that up in the main event. And then obviously A lot of people will always say, just the rule of thumb is have the fans go home happy, especially on the indie level. You want them to go home happy. If you're doing a lot of shows, then you don't have to do that fucking rule all the time. For the most part, if you're running what we call spot shows, right, or they could be considered monthly shows. Usually on the indie level, they're considered like every other month as a spot show. Um, then you want to probably make sure they go home happy. If you're doing weekly, if you're doing the way Joey Ryan was doing it, man, you could change it up all the time, because you're more rapid with doing the shows. But yeah, for the rule of thumb, you probably want them to go home happy. They want to then they'll buy some merch. Um, you could sell some tickets for the next show. They're happy to see it. Um, it's just always a good thing, and then maybe they go home happy, but then you have the heel come out still again, oh, he got him, but then the hero gets on the mic and still lets him go home happy. So, but it always just leads up and builds to it. So, those are just some of I'm pretty sure I have more pointers on promoting shows. I'm not the greatest at it. I was hoping that 2020 was going to be my year, right? Obviously not. Maybe the end of the year, maybe we're gonna get back to it next year. Who knows how things are gonna go? I hear California's letting pro sports open up non-fan events. We'll see what pro sports means. Is it national televised pro sports? Who knows? We'll just kind of go from there and see what happens. What was your other question you had, Ruby? You had mentioned promoting, and you had mentioned intergender wrestling. Is that right? Man, hey guys, when I talk about intergender wrestling, I always think about Ruby. She's one of the front runners of intergender wrestling, and I don't know if I'm a front runner of it or whatever. I just know that we needed opponents for Ruby, and I'd say, how about this one, Mongo? And Mongo would be like, okay, Mongo's old school. Okay, Ruby could wrestle Seville Alvarez because he's a small dude, and man, I would always I needed fucking opponents for Ruby, because Ruby there'd be no fucking other girl. There'd be Jezebel, but she'd be like, fuck that, I'm not wrestling Ruby. And I think that's how we really got into intergender wrestling, is that we got Milo here, and then who the fuck is there else to wrestle after you wrestled the 4 girls that are there? You know what I mean? You got to wrestle the guys, and that's why I always went into about intergender wrestling. It's not about male or female. It's like, you're a wrestler. Treat me like a wrestler, because a bump's a bump. A bump doesn't say, oh, you're a female, so it's lighter, or you're a male, so it's rougher. It's a fucking bump. Doesn't care who you are. And pro wrestling doesn't. If you can connect with the crowd. So I think Ruby has done a tremendous job with intergender wrestling. A tremendous job. And honestly, I think she doesn't get a quarter of the credit that she should be getting with intergender wrestling. She's done an amazing job. She's wrestled amazing wrestlers, and not done this thing where they take it easy on Ruby. No, they go toe to toe with her. She's been in there with fucking Brody King. I hated being there with Brody King. He beat my ass. I've seen her in there with Willie Mack. So Ruby, you've done a tremendous job with intergender wrestling, and whatever goal you have to put it on the mat, man, you've already done it. I think there's now take it to the next level. And I think you can do it. I think you should do it. I mean, we've been doing intergender wrestling for, Jesus Christ, with you, I don't know, 2012, something like that, maybe 20. I don't know. It's been a long time, and we've thrown everybody at her. There's matches on our YouTube with her versus Ray Rosas, Robbie Phoenix. I've never wrestled Ruby. I actually was talking about this year. I was going to do a little program with my uncle. We were going to tag team together, and I wanted to wrestle Ruby somewhere down the line at the end of the year. These were just little ideas that now they kind of come out on quarantine, because I'm like, damn, we never got to that. So I definitely probably still would like to get to that if you'd like to have a match.
Yes, of course I would want to. That's actually one of the things, like you're saying, 2020 was going to be your year. It's going to be my year. I actually had a spot on the East Coast that wanted to take me out there and run me through the East Coast guys.
The setback. let's use the setback as an injury, you know, right? You can't do anything when you're injured anyway. So let's use it as injury. Let's watch wrestling. Let's get smarter. And if you want to go to Europe, what I always said about myself, I always thought I was a really great wrestler, and I think we all think that about ourselves, right? And if you're not, you better start. You know, I always thought about myself as a really great wrestler. And I always question myself when I'd be by myself, like, what happened? Like, why didn't you quote unquote make it? And I get it. You know, there's gonna be people say, "What do you mean make it? You've already made it." Yeah, I get it. No, I mean go to the fucking show at WrestleMania. That's what I mean. Make it. And what I try to be honest with myself, 100%. I think every single one of you have to be honest with yourself. And I always say, what was the problem? Underachiever, you know, number one. And I didn't apply myself. Okay, I was an underachiever and I didn't apply myself. I felt I had all the tools to run toe to toe with AJ Styles or Daniel Bryan. You know, whether somebody wants to argue that or not, I think it's arguable, whatever. But I felt I could do it, but why didn't I? And I'd ask myself that it's underachieved and I did not apply myself. So Ruby, when you say I want to go to Europe, well, apply yourself. You know, you have to apply yourself. Nobody from Europe is going to call you and say, "Let's go." No, you start knocking on doors. Let them get annoyed with you. You know, produce your little 15-second video and your picture and say, "I got more stuff," and maybe even put in the same link. Here's a longer version if you want. But really applying yourself. You know, I think that's one of my biggest problems in wrestling, my wrestling career. I didn't apply myself. So whatever I did in wrestling was because dudes called me. And so I go, fuck, that's amazing what I've accomplished from dudes just calling me. Imagine if I would have fucking applied myself. The possibilities would have been endless. So I think everybody here, apply yourself. You know, a lot of the times, right, goes, there's a story that Jake always tells about, like, I always tell him, when are you going to start wrestling on PWG? And I think he's wrestling on 3 shows at that time. It was his 3rd match. And he's like, what the fuck? And I think I put it into his head about, go ahead and try. Don't knock yourself off the list because you're like, oh, well, I've only started 2 months ago, and that's Dom's. Dom deserves that before me. You know, that shit don't work that way. It don't work that way in wrestling. I don't think it works that way in life. You know, I think there was a lot of stuff that my uncle deserved that I got, but it just doesn't work that way. And he went to Japan on multiple tours, and I never got to go. So you just have to apply yourself. Don't take yourself out of the equation. If you want to wrestle for NXT UK, then fucking apply yourself for it. You know, don't be me. Don't be an underachiever. You know, and that goes for everybody. You know, I'm talking to you too, Hyde, directly. I feel you got a lot of those qualities that I had, being an underachiever and not applying myself, and it goes back to not believing in myself. But I think you're really good, so you have to do it. You know, so I think when, you know, I'm talking to everybody, but yeah, like, so yeah, Ruby, apply yourself, don't underachieve. I'm just gonna keep repeating it because to me it was so simple at the end of my career. I was like, fuck. All I needed to do was apply myself, you know, and I probably would have. And imagine, man, when you guys knock on doors and send emails, what happens? We'll start answering, right? It's amazing, right? It shouldn't be. It's simple. It's like it's elementary 101. I message you, you message me back. That's how it works. We get scared to send that message. We want to wait until we're ready. We're never gonna be fucking ready, you know. You wait till you're ready, send me a video, and I'm gonna say this is wrong, this is wrong, this is wrong, this is wrong. And then what happened to me, fucking my heart broke. I was like, fuck, I'm 12 years in the business. They told me I'm bullshit. So I should have went 2 years in the business and they told me I was bullshit, and that would have been better. My heart wouldn't have sunk so hard. You know what I mean? So yeah, hey, whatever you want to do, Ruby. You want to go to Europe, apply yourself. I know you already know the companies that you want to go to, and I know you already know the wrestlers that you want to wrestle. So yeah, apply yourself. Luke Hawx was incredibly great at doing that, applying himself. You know, he'd always be like, oh man, I got Grammy and my boys, 3-6 Mafia. And I'd be like, shut the fuck up, bro. They're not your boys. You met them once and you brought them to WSX and they brought their Grammy and everything. And I was like, all right, they're your boys, man. He fucking applies himself. You know what I mean? He applies himself. So I think that's incredibly important. Was there anything else that we didn't touch on, Ruby? We kind of got to everything? Okay. So what I want to go to probably I want to go to Pete next. I got Pete right next to Ruby, so we're gonna go to you next. Like, so, Pete, what is your goal in pro wrestling?
Right now, to get my photos published. So I'm working on trying to get like my background here, something I've taken. I spent the last 2 years taking, tons of photos. So first goal is to get published. I'm working on that right now. Hopefully going to be in 1 of 2 magazines soon.
Okay, I should introduce you to my friend, Dr. Mike Lano.
Oh, my
you
goodness.
know Dr. Mike.
Oh,
All right, I was gonna say.
I know tons of Dr. Mike Lano stories.
Yeah, he's a great guy.
Uh-huh.
And if you read any magazines in the I don't know, late 90s to 2000s, you probably saw a picture of Dr. Mike Lano. I have a magazine. I'm in it, and it says Dr. Mike, and I mark out for Dr. Mike Lano, not for me being in the magazine. But yeah, I should get you guys in touch. He's a very talkative fella. He'd love to probably talk to you and give you pointers. I think he's like,
oh, for sure.
Yeah, kind of like me in the wrestling. When I talk to the wrestlers, like, I'm not trying to compete with nobody. So I'll give you everything you can to help you out, because I always feel like no one ever helped me out. And I think Mike's the same way. I was actually just talking to him this week on email. Sends long emails to me. So we just.
Oh, yes. He actively emails people.
Yeah, he does. But yeah, same thing is, let's apply ourselves. And then also, like, Super Luchas magazines. I'm sure there's I know Kevin Kleinrock, who's my good friend for like 25 years now, and he's really huge in the lucha community. And then I always see a guy named El Pollo. You know who El Pollo is from out here? So El Pollo was he was the guy backstage at our show in January, and he was taking pictures of everybody on a black curtain. And I actually see him in some magazines. I think he actually had our show in the Super Luchas magazines. He actually got it in the magazine from January. So a lot of it is networking. I don't know the photographer business. I don't know if El Pollo is going to look at you as like a threat. I don't know if Dr. Mike's going to look at you as a threat. But if I can give you any pointers, like just in wrestling, just be there to help out, and absorb knowledge and learn. And trust me, like, everybody loves that, man. Somebody wants to come to you for advice, like, fuck yeah. Like, I'm Mr. Miyagi now. You know what I mean? So yeah, and I think it goes back to just what we were telling Ruby right now. Don't be an underachiever. Don't wait. Most important, don't wait, till you have the perfect picture. Apply it, submit it. And apply yourself. So I've seen your pictures. I think I've seen when maybe the January show. Were you in the audience on the January show taking pictures? Yeah, I did see those. I'm kind of confused. I was like, well, shouldn't he have been back? No, the class didn't start yet. But yeah, apply yourself. I think that might be the theme for today, is to apply yourself. So what other goals do you have? So that's your goal for right now. What's your long-term goal?
Long-term goal is similar to Ruby, definitely into promoting, want to build. So I've been doing information security for a very long time. I know what I'm very good at skill set wise. I'm very good at helping other people, build other people, understanding where people also want to go, similar like you've been talking about. So my job is always to enhance. So if I can help you by calling a match, that's great. I just had a match with Sean Scoville, published by Big Time Wrestling. It was a Joey Ryan, Dave Dutra match that we called. So just, trying to find people that have footage that want that stuff called, try to produce it for them. Things like that, just anything to be able to help at the show, whatever it does, taking old tapes and getting them digitized for people so that it can get up on the YouTube and you can monetize it. I want to help with that. So like for me, I feel like a jack of all trades, having lived a bunch of lives before ever making it to pro wrestling. So I can help people apply a lot of those things. And like you were saying, Joey, about spending on Facebook, guys, don't be afraid to spend money on Facebook. I just spent $25 and it ends in 2 days to promote a video that Chris and I did for Make Me a Fan, that we were talking about Ring of Honor and Impact and stuff. And I've got like 7,000 people have looked at it, and over 700 people have watched it from end to end, and it's only a 2-minute clip. So like Joey said, you have to figure out what your audience wants. You have to figure out how to get it to them. For us, Jimbo helped us a lot with that, in knowing that if you put a 2-minute and 20 clip 2 minutes and 20-second clip together. It will show up on the timeline in Twitter, and people will click on it and watch it. Ask Ruby, ask Ray, ask anybody that Jimbo's ever made a video for and how much that gets them. So you just have to find what works for people and how they connect, and just keep plugging away, because at some point someone's going to ask for Jag and I to do like either a YouTube after show or the Twitch show or the follow along show or whatever for a company. And that's kind of our goal is just to get out there, help everybody, be a utility player on the team.
That's probably the single most important way for an advocate to break into this business. Like, you can have all these acolytes, but they want to see you fucking move the ring. They want to see you, hey, help me out with this like, right? All of us promoters, I'm like, fuck, I don't know anything about digital. Help me out. It goes a tremendous, it goes away. That somebody at Jack of all trades. It's like a key player in wrestling. Like, that's how we call him Dorco Dude, Kevin Kleinrock. Skinny guy with glasses, wanted to be a wrestler, went to Slammers, couldn't take it, got slammed around a little bit, and said, "Fuck that! I'll produce shows and promote shows." And he's really great at it. And when you say Jack of all trades, that's what it reminds me of. Is Kevin. Kevin had the answer to everything. Why? I have no clue why. He probably made a lot of it up as he goes, because he's learning on the job. But I always felt, man, Kevin always has the answer. So being a Jack of all trades is going to help you out, and most important for everybody who just wants to be a wrestler. I'm going to tell you this, guys. I don't know many wrestlers. There are some, but I don't know many wrestlers that stop wrestling and then say, okay, I'm done. You know what I mean? We always keep wanting to do more. Learn to put up that ring, learn to promote, learn to produce, learn to be an agent, learn to critique a match. And not only critique a match, can you be someone that can critique a match and can inspire somebody? You know what I mean? Because that goes a long way. Learn so many different things, because you're going to come to a point, you're going to have an injury, you're going to get older, you're going to be like, you're going to be like me, where you still want to wrestle, but you like me, I don't want to get fucking injured, man. I go, fuck, you're 42 years old, you can keep going, but Jericho goes because he's on the top level. You're going to be on the indie level, like, fucking can't walk, and I never wanted that to happen to me. So I find pleasure in, man, promoting the show, seeing the people there, shaking people's hands as they come in, talking to them, just trying to make sure this show goes great. So find something else to do besides just fucking wrestle, so important. Look at even Triple H. He was the world champion, right? That's the pinnacle of pro wrestling, world champion at WrestleMania. But in order for him to stay in this business, he's running NXT, running WWE, doing all these jobs, because this is the next level, so learn to do so much more in wrestling. All right. That's the old saying, do more than what's asked of you, but it's so important, guys, because we're going to want to be part of the business. You guys ever seen Beyond the Mat, and they're talking to that guy, what's his name, on the trampoline? Somebody must know his name. Terry Funk's buddy. Dennis Stamp. Dennis Stamp. Yes. Thank you, Jimbo. And he's sitting there telling Terry, I don't want to be one of those old guys. I see them in the locker room, just standing by, hoping and praying somebody just recognizes them. Fuck, that shit's the real deal, man. Oh my God, it's the real deal. So I tell you guys, learn to do something else in wrestling, because that's some sad shit, man. And I've been there. You sit there and you stand there and you just, I gotta go on. That's why I stopped going to the back of wrestling shows. It's like, fuck that, But yeah, you don't want to be that guy and Beyond the Mat, Learn to do something else. That's why he was a fucking ref, man. He was like, hey, I'll go, but I'm gonna just fucking stand there like a fucking mark, man. I'll be like, I need a job. Hey, right? It makes you part of the show, It's like, it's incredible, right? When you're a wrestler, you're like, oh fuck, I wouldn't want to be a ref. Shit, when you ain't a wrestler, you're like, please let me be a ref. I want to be in that fucking ring, And then when you're not a ref, you're like, hey, maybe I could do this, or maybe I could do that. You just want to do something, man. So find something to do, to always do in pro wrestling. I always say I was supposed to be the world champ. Now I'm the ring crew guy, But I love it, because I love just being part of the business, with a passion. I just love being part of this fucking business, no matter what it is. I get excited to learn how to do a different fold on the ring canvas, you know. How it really does fucking things. How to tie down the canvas a different way, how to tighten the ropes a different way, what turnbuckles to use the ones that have the hooks, or use the WWE ones where you put the bolt right through. You know, that shit fucking excites me. It really does. Like the same way new moves used to excite me. Oh, I'm gonna do the Frankensteiner for the first time. So yeah, find a job, and I think you can't go wrong, Pete, you know, with being a jack of all trades. Just I just tell you, just don't let people run over you, and don't get taken advantage of, because that's an easy position for people to take advantage of you. Hey man, for the good of the show, give me your credit card. Fucking seen that happen, dude. And Kevin Kleinrock give his fucking credit card, and then he'd be in debt, and be like, fuck, no one tried to help him out. So just don't get taken advantage of, you know, because it comes to the point where, oh, you're with me, Pete, man, you're running the show too, you know, and it's like, I just want to help out, you know, right now until I do my own shit, you know, sacrifice my own money. But I've seen it happen, and I always try to tell probably the horror stories of wrestling. I don't know, and I don't think they happen as much anymore. I think you guys would probably know more than me, but I always like to throw them out there because history fucking repeats itself, you know. No one teaches it. It's just fucking I'm gonna take the cash box at intermission and leave, man. That's what happens in wrestling sometimes. I don't know if Ruby's been through that, but I have, you know. So, but yeah, learn to do something, but don't get taken advantage of, Pete. Okay.
Thank you, Joey. Thank you, everyone.
I want to
and I'll always hook up everybody with photos. Ruby knows I always send photos. So, you know, I always try to, especially like at Santino's, I'll always try to take care of you guys, especially like if you guys need stuff done, let me know. I've got portable, full mobile lights, all that, multiple cameras. So if anybody needs anything, let me know. I'm here to help.
Yeah.
As Joey says, don't let people take advantage of you.
Really? Hey, dude, if you got to say, hey, $5, bro, or $10, or whatever your cost is, you got to say it. You know, maybe if you're, you know, the average guy is $25. Hey, dude, I got you for 10. You know, I don't know. Something to. Like, that's my coach always said. Hey, dude, if you need a ride to fucking practice, man, everyone give the guy $5, and if he fucking goes home with fucking 2 free Gatorades, so fucking be it, man. You know, but that's also part of the business aspect of it. You know, it really is. Even as a wrestler, if you can get someone to do something for you for free, that's cool and all. There's going to come a point where they're not always doing it for free for you, or they're not doing it anymore. And now, oh, fuck. It goes back to always put that into the budget, you know? Whether it's I have a budget for a building, you know, if I get a free building that night, I still will keep that money there in the fucking budget. I won't spend it, you know, just because there'll come a time that it's not there, you know? So I think that's so important too. Because as a wrestler, I get it, man. So many people want to do so much shit for free, but I don't like that shit either. I want to pay people for their time, and I get it also. Sometimes as wrestlers, we don't have fucking money to be paying people for their time, so maybe we could pay them in a different way. I don't know, you know. So don't get caught on either side of the fence, because with social media, they will blast you and say, "Look at this fucking wrestler took advantage of me," and then everyone's gonna get on your ass. So you know, it goes both ways. I think it definitely does. But business communication is so important, you know. It's so important. Hey, if you want to do something for free the first time, second time, that's business. You know, hey, we tell people, if you come from a different school, come down for the first week. We're not going to charge you. See if you like it, and then come down. You know, that's just business. So that's very important. So I think that's very important, guys. Plus, it puts it in your budget for down the line. You know, you start acting like a businessman, not just an indie wrestler. You know, or a businesswoman. So. Hope that answered you, Pete. I think we're going to go ahead and move. I want to move over to, we're going to go south on my screen and go to Dom Kubrick. And Dom, I remember I probably have asked you this question, but what is your goal right now in pro wrestling? What's the goal?
Well, my goal's been kind of, I don't know, I've always been kind of, how do I put it? I'm my biggest critic, so I've always wanted to feel satisfied with the matches I put out. Or like one of my long-term goal for the year was to, I won Rookie of the Year in 2018, so I wanted to, progress forward. move on to winning another, like get like another award, like getting something out of SoCal and Censor, like more recognition, at least make it to a more I guess a put myself at a higher standard, I guess, you know, work higher level shows, I guess you could say, like
Yeah.
goal would have been like PWG, of course.
Yeah. Yeah. Totally get that. Take your game to the next level.
Yeah.
So is that your goal? Like you want to take it, go to PWG?
Yeah. Well, that was
Impact.
For the year that I at least wanted to do that, get there. And you know, going back to what you were saying is, I felt like I wasn't putting myself out there enough, or you know, I just underachieving is the best way to put it.
I wouldn't say it's a disease, but for the point we're trying to make, that's just a fucking disease. And as a pro wrestler, that underachievement, man, don't do it. It's a wasted fucking career, and I'm fucking proof of that. You know, as I really believe that I could have been on the same level as Samoa Joe and AJ Styles, all those guys. You know, I didn't apply myself enough. You know, I made wrong decisions, poor decisions, you know, whether it was getting into drugs or not training or whatever the case is. You just got to keep your eye on the prize. And I think you already know what I'm going to tell you as the answer is, right? Apply your fucking self. You know what I mean? Don't be an underachiever. Don't be afraid to press send, man. You're going to send a message. Chances are, right? We all send that message and we go, fuck, I'm never going to hear back from these motherfuckers. What if you do? You know what I mean? And you're never going to hear back from them, right? Unless you apply yourself, right? Like, whatever we think the lowest job on the street sweeper or garbage man or working at fucking McDonald's, whatever the fuck you think the lowest job is, you can't even get the lowest job in life unless you fucking apply for it. You know what I mean? So how the fuck are you going to get your dream job? You know, if you want your dream job or the job to the next level, you got to submit. Say, hey, Brody, I want to help. How can you help me get to Ring of Honor? Hey, he might blow you off. Say you're not ready, kid. Okay, go to the next fucking guy. Hey, hey, Sledge, what's the way to go? What do you got to do? Break in. Oh, you got to go to the dojo. You got to do this. You got to do a tryout or this, that, and the other. Okay, that's the fucking path I got to take, man. But just because, say, Brody takes a certain path to Ring of Honor doesn't mean you got to hold out for that same path. You got to figure out how to get there. Whether it's go to the fucking Ring of Honor dojo and train for a fucking year or two and do what you got to fucking do. You know what I mean? Never think that you're too good to do it, like, right? Because every place you have to go, and it's unfortunate, but you have to prove yourself to the new place. You know, I think just going into it, hey man, being yourself and having fun and creating the best performance, you'll end up proving yourself just by doing that. When you go in there saying I have to prove myself, fuck, good luck. You ain't gonna do it, man. It's tough. That's rough, right? Just go out there and, right, I'm gonna say it again. Go out there and fucking give them your heart, bro, and you can't go wrong. You know what I mean? So that's how you're gonna prove yourself. You know, if you go out there trying to fucking prove yourself, I'm gonna do all these fucking moves. Forget it, bro. But apply, dude. Have you hit up Danny at PWG?
I have not.
Have you even fucking talked to Jake about PWG or Brody?
No, I didn't.
I know you're really good friends with Jake. So, hey, dude, that's where it starts, bro. That's where it starts. And get on the radar now. And hey, we ain't running any fucking shows. Yeah, but, you know, just letting you know, I'm putting it out there, you know, because I'm pretty sure they're getting ready to. You know, I don't know what the clue. I'm pretty sure PWG can run a no-fan show and do very well on a streaming, you know. So I definitely see them doing that. So I would definitely apply. And you're going to get no, fuck no, get the fuck out of here, left you on red. Hey, get used to it, man. That's just how it is. Don't let it get you down. Go to the next guy. Go to the next one. Go to Impact Wrestling, you know? Go to MLW. Go to fucking everywhere. PCW. I think you're already wrestling PCW, right? Have you? Okay, good. And conquer these areas, you know? Conquer them. It's so important. But yeah, I mean, it's so easy, right? It's so easy. Just fucking apply yourself. I'll tell you this. I tell you guys, or I'll tell Jake, or even Brody or Ruby, I'll tell you guys, I'll tell you with such utter confidence. Have you hit up PWG? I'll tell you what what I was scared to fucking do. I'd be scared to hit up WWE or PWG or fuck. I don't want to hit these. I know what you're going through, but I'll say it with such confidence because, as a matter of fact, you should be hitting them up. And I think it gets to your head a little bit by saying that. And I tell you that, and I repeat it. So that's the shit that I was afraid to do. I'd be afraid to apply myself. Oh, I'm gonna stick to OCCW and get a little bit better first till I'm ready. Right? Goes back to till I'm ready. Fuck all that, bro. Just go. Let them tell you suck. Don't come back till you're ready. Right? Hey, but once you get the chance, put up or shut up, right? So fuck yeah, apply. You have to apply yourself. So today, right? Go into that mirror. I know we all look into a mirror every day. You put a list of your goals. And it's got to say, contact PWG, contact this company, contact them now. Who cares? Let them leave. They're not even going to fucking read it. So what? Get used to it. Get used to just pressing send. Press send. When I got out of WSX, right? WSX was on MTV for it was 4 months, I think, at best. And when I got out of WSX, I found a list of 1,000, I don't know, might have been more, 1,000 wrestling companies. And this might be in 2007. And I would go and I would email every single fucking company, every single one. At first I was emailing the places that looked like they would fly a dude in. And then I said, no, fuck that, dude. Why, if they've already flew Joey Ryan in, they're not going to fly you in, bro. They already got their Joey. So I would email every single fucking promoter from Ed Farrat in Detroit to Stevie Slick in Utah and all these places. And the ones that would hit me back would be the ones that I did not believe that they would fly me in or pay me my rate. I'd look at the cards that they'd run. It'd be all local guys that I had never seen. And I'd be like, fuck, why even send a message to this fucking company? But I would. And those are the ones that would actually fly me out. They would put on their ticket. Absolute Chaos was the name of the show, and fucking man, they never flew anybody out, and they'd be like, yeah, because you fucking reached out to this promoter who's probably waiting to fly somebody out, but says, I don't know anybody to fly out, so I don't want to get taken advantage of. My trainer told me, don't get taken advantage of, right, Pete? And so they're afraid to, but I probably would reach out to them, and they'd go, let's do it. This guy seems cool. So, but you wouldn't believe it. I would have thought some of the other companies would fly me out. Those ones never even responded. Then I got some places that would hit me up, like Ed Farrat Jr. would hit me up in Detroit and said, man, I would love to fly you out, but so if you're ever in town, you're ever in Detroit, let me know, and I'll get you booked on a couple of loops. Oh, cool. So I always felt, I never did it, but I always felt like, oh, man, if I go to the Midwest, man, I got something. And then I could build off of that, So I think that's so important. But yeah, put that fucking list. Just hit everybody up. Hey, and I hit everybody up. Learn the good, the bad, and the somebody will say, oh, don't go to that show. It's terrible. It's shitty. This, that, and the other. I'm pretty sure people would say that about ECW. Oh, that's a shitty show. But you know what, man? Fucking Stone Cold needed ECW to go to that next level. A lot of guys needed ECW to go to that next level. Mick Foley needed it. I don't know if he needed it, but they utilized it and it worked for them. So definitely, yeah, go good, bad, and ugly, man. Like what I'm telling you is you're gonna have your peers tell you don't go fucking work for that shit show. Find out for yourself it's a shit show. I would wrestle some shows. They would be shit shows. Dude would take care of me better than anybody. Some of the great shows that I'd wrestle on with lights and entranceways and all this shit. And they would tell me when they had lights and entranceway, oh, man, I can't pay you because I put it all into lights. And I go, oh, as a promoter, I get that now. But some of the little ones would treat me like a king. Take it sometimes. Maybe they're treating. I'd always say this about a guy named Marvin. Fuck's his name? Mr. California. Mr. California. Oh, you ask about Mr. California these days, and people will shit on that guy. Me, I ain't got a fucking problem with Mr. I love Mr. California. I love Marvin, dude. He calls me all the time, man. What I always say about Marvin, I told Dynamite D, this is actually Dynamite D's student, and I told him, why the fuck, D, are you doing this fucking show, bro? What the fuck are we doing here? He said, "Hey man, listen, this is my student. He's trying to do something good with wrestling. He's doing the best he can. And when we do stuff, I bet you Vince McMahon would shit on us because it wasn't done the fucking right way." And he kind of turned me and said, "Oh, okay. All right, Marvin ain't so bad." And then Marvin, the bad part about Marvin is he'll book your ass and not pay you, right? I never had that fucking problem with Marvin. I tell him, "All right, Marvin, you want to book me? Yeah. All right, dude, I need my money as soon as I get there, bro." And I'd collect my money and I'd have no fucking problem with him. And he'd buy me dinner. But I'll tell you what, I'd hear horror stories of people that have worked for Marvin or Mr. California. What I say, though, is I don't have a problem with him. That's the way I conduct business. I tell him I need my money right up front. If I don't have it, I'm going home, dude. That's it. I don't put myself in that position anymore. Because I used to. Used to put myself in that position to get fucked over and piss me the fuck off. I'd rather just go home. So I found out as long as you conduct your business correct, put yourself in a position where you try not to get screwed over, and I'm pretty sure you'd have a wonderful time wrestling for anybody, and help elevate somebody's show. Maybe they are a little renegade show, and maybe you can go and make the fucking show better. Maybe you can be Stone Cold in a cartoon WWE world, 1995, and you can change the business. You know what I mean? And I think that's so important too. Sometimes is going to a company. Maybe it's not the one you want to wrestle at, but maybe you're the star here. Maybe you're able to capture the crowd's imagination here at this one. That's probably always going to be your better and favorite show. So, but yeah, the theme is apply yourself, Dom. Apply yourself. It's so important because you've done an incredible amount in your short amount of time wrestling. Like you rookie of the year, and all you guys. Shit, man, I was wrestling at the Nickelodeon in Colton, California for the first 4 years of my career, and it was garbage. It was terrible, man. Whatever you think the fucking worst show is that you've ever seen, that was me wrestling it for 4 fucking years. So, you want to apply yourself, you can do it, So, let's see here. We're gonna move along here, and we're gonna go with Milo. You're right here. So Milo.
There we go.
And I'm gonna be honest with everybody. We might not get to everybody, so we'll continue on Thursday. So I'm just going through the list right here. Milo, what's your goal in pro wrestling?
Oh crap. So before I started Santino's, it was definitely I'm just gonna go WWE. I'm gonna go to a wrestling school. I'm gonna go to WWE, live my dream. But that's definitely changed after I had actually started training. It was more for self growth. I actually wanted to how can I say it? I look at it more as I want to make myself proud. I've watched wrestling as a kid, and then I picked it back up again, probably my early 20s, and I had moved here, and I remember thinking I loved wrestling, and I figured since I moved from Virginia to California, I might as well just chase my dreams. So then when I got to training out, it was just a wake-up call, oh, it's not going to be that easy. There's a lot of stepping stones to get to that main goal. So right now I'm focusing on the little goals of working on confidence, working on what I've been doing in quarantine is watching all of my YouTube matches and just writing down what I want to change, picking little parts from the matches, each and every one, and then seeing which shines I like, which hope spots, how I want to hit my finisher, what I think looks good. And I mean, my goal for the end of quarantine, I would say, is just to come back bigger and better. And I feel like it'll be easier for me to do that because I've already finished all that training. So when I come back and actually hit the scene, it'll be good because it's a fresh face. So I feel like timing was right, even though I felt like it wasn't always right on my time or right in that moment,
Right. It goes back to the time will never be right. You know what I mean? So we're just gonna going back to, I think what you're doing is perfect. Treating quarantine as if it's an injury. There's nothing we can do about it. So let's become. You talked about gaining more confidence. What's a way that I can give you to do that is become a student of the game. you know your history inside about, know your wrestling, and that doesn't mean go on a study spree. Hey, watch a little bit of Sherry Martel and find out what the fuck she did. You know what I mean? And then go to another wrestler and find out what this person did. And I think when you start getting very knowledgeable about the business, it starts adding that layer of confidence, And then obviously, we have to go in the ring and do it.
Mm-hmm.
9 times out of 10, if we're watching a lot of video, when we finally get a chance to go out there and wrestle, right? Like coming off of an injury, your mind is working. You don't have those gaps in the middle of the match where you might get unconfident because you're scared about, I don't know what to do next. You're just going to be like, this is what Sherry did. This is what Aldo Montoya did in his match. And this is what Chris Candido did. And so on and so forth. It's just going to hit you. You know what I mean? So it's so important to keep watching wrestling. Like, what are you watching right now? Yeah, I mean, I know you're watching your stuff. Who are you watching to study?
I'm studying AJ Lee. I like how witty she is. I love how she, like, when she's on commentary, I love her promos, her moveset, and like everything about AJ Lee is kind of like how I envision Milo, but like my own, if that makes sense, of course. Like, I'll grab like a little bit of her for sure. I like how yeah, her promos are just really good. And that's like something that I really want to achieve.
And that's key. You said, I'll grab a little bit from her. So it's key to grab a little bit and not a chunk and not half and not three quarters, because you don't want to be a ripoff of AJ Lee. You know what I mean? It's so important. You'd rather be Milo Matters, who's a little bit of mix of everybody, maybe an author that you read, maybe your mom, maybe your best friend, and then maybe these 4 wrestlers and then this action hero. You know what I mean? Really mix it up and be very diverse in who you want your character to be. I wouldn't even follow all wrestlers, I'd watch characters from television shows, movies, to really help you out. But yeah, so I think that's good that you're watching her. I'm going to say, you've obviously heard of Manami Toyota? No? Okay, so let's start there. And I'd say everybody look that up, even the guys. Look up Toyota, Manami Toyota. Me and Supreme, oh my God, we used to watch Japanese wrestling for hours, and I'd be like, can we just put on some WWF, please? And we'd watch these women wrestlers, and I had no clue who the fuck they were. And the announcer we had no clue. We couldn't read it. They didn't put it in English, and they would just say Toyota. We found out her name was Toyota, and she's pretty fucking amazing. I think she got some credit like 5 years ago. Somebody was bringing her up. I think I see her videos come up, her little clips come up here and there, but definitely look her up. Very inspirational, wrestler. Ruby, who would you recommend for Milo to watch? A woman coming up in pro wrestling. Who do you think would be good for her to keep her eyes on?
Honestly, like when I think of Milo, it's maybe it might be harder to find her stuff, but Portia Perez. She was a girl. I want to say she's from Canada, but she did a lot of stuff at Shimmer. I don't know why. For some reason, you kind of remind me of her a little bit, so I would say at least check her out.
Portia Perez. Okay, got it.
So now you got homework, and there's going to be hours among hours to watch. And then definitely, once you watch those 2, mix it up. Watch. So you got 3, right? You're gonna have AJ, Toyota, and Portia, and keep adding.
Casey Spinelli.
Who's that? AJ.
Casey Spinelli.
Casey Spinelli. Where does she wrestle, Ruby?
She's out of Canada too. She actually wrestles all over the world. She's been in Australia. She does stuff in Australia. She goes on tours all over. So
I've definitely heard the name. I couldn't put a face to the name though, so I'll be watching some Casey Spinelli. But yeah, definitely mix it up, and then take your relatable character from your favorite movie, and add that in there a little bit. That's like a secret ingredient that I think not a lot of people do. Characters from television shows and movies are pretty impressive, because that's what they are,
For sure. And like with like manner, right? And like,
I'm sorry, one more time. It kind of broke up there.
sorry, it's like you incorporate that with like mannerisms, right? And like what you say, like how you portray yourself, I'm guessing. Like,
Yeah, definitely a lot of body language, right? Because in wrestling, right, it's bigger than life. I can't just speak it. I have to show it in my body language. And I think that's definitely what we're watching all of these wrestlers for and actors. That's definitely what we're watching. Or even just someone's real fucking personality that you like, you know what I mean? And then you're mixing that all together to really help you out. But yeah, I think watching wrestling right now, grabbing somebody and trying to put them in a move, saying, hey, I want to try to see if I can do that, because it becomes really hard in quarantine if you don't have anyone to work with. If you do, definitely that would be an idea. Just, not wrenching anything in, not bumping anybody, obviously, but just looking through the mechanics of it. I always would put somebody in a suplex and go, okay, all right, I could feel it now, but I got to put him in that position sometimes. So I think that would help you out. And then keep working out, get strong. I think every single person here as a wrestler, put that muscle on your body, because you need that armor to protect yourself. And you being smaller, Milo, you definitely need that muscle to protect yourself. So if you want a long career, I think it would help you out tremendously. And then I go back to wrestling's bigger than life. Probably want to see a little bit of muscle on you, right? What's that?
I can do 3 pull-ups now.
Good.
I bought a pull-up. So I used to not be able to do one, but I can do 3.
No, 100%. Because I remember not being able to do a fucking pull up, and it's incredible when you can do 1, and then you can do 2, and then you can do 3. Keep pushing, keep going forward, keep getting stronger. Right. We gotta be bigger than fucking life, right? We want to be able to stand out in a crowd. Really, that's the idea, You ever see that person? You see, I don't know where the fuck we're at, Costco or the Walmart or the airport, and you go, I don't know who the fuck that person is, but they look like they're somebody. You know what I mean? Just the way they carry themselves, and I think that's part of pro wrestling also. And that somebody could be just an actor, a reality star, a YouTube star. I don't know what they are, but usually that's what you kind of want sometimes. And maybe you don't. But I think new guys, as we're coming up, we do want it. I think after you've been doing it a little bit of time, you're putting on the sunglasses and hat and saying, please don't recognize me, But yeah, that you want to be memorable. So important is to be memorable with your facial expressions and looks. So, but yeah, keep studying, Milo. And, obviously it's a little harder. We got to get in there and to gain the confidence. But if you study the wrestling and you study the wrestlers, you're going to definitely gain confidence as you move forward. Okay.
Got it. Thank you.
All right. We're going to move over. We're going to shoot to Dane Burns.
Man, I thought I was going to wait till Thursday.
Oh, Thursday. No, we're getting you right now, brother.
All right.
Mr. Dane, Mr. Burns, what is your goal in pro wrestling?
Yeah, I think when I first started Santino's, my goal originally was just to have one match. And then from there, it kind of like got the wheels turning, started thinking. Supreme's class really helped me get a little bit more comfortable with just having matches themselves. So me and Hyde actually teamed up, and just being in Hyde's corner and like reacting to Hyde and like going off of what he was feeding on made me go like, I want to be Hyde's tag team partner. So that got my wheels spinning of like, one day me and Hyde are going to tag team at one point. So that's another goal. You say like treating right now is like an injury. Like I've been injured since November, so it's my first actual like real injury. So going from, okay, that fucking sucked, to, oh, you have surgery, to, oh, you're recovering, to all this stuff. Just, it's been a real roller coaster. But I think being at Santino's back in January was really helpful. Being on the sideline was helpful. And then when I had those chances to like cheerlead on the side, I was kind of like, all right, let's see if Joey Robbie yells at me. And it wasn't. And you were like, dude, like get up there, like fucking yell at him, like get motivated. And it really like sparked that fire for my coaching side. And I'm used to managing and stuff. So be able just to coach and like just do it like in a friendly way, like ignite a little bit of fire. So definitely getting into a coaching at some point would be a goal for me. And besides that, I've just been doing just a lot of reading, a lot of Snake Pit Pro, a lot of talking to Sin, all that kind of stuff. So besides that, I think also like just harnessing my confidence and kind of boosting that is a big issue. But other than that, just chipping away.
Good. We look forward to you coming back. You know, I know it gets frustrating, right? Because you've been on self quarantine from wrestling since November, right? And it gets really tough. So you got to assume, like, are you able to? When are you able to do like any push-ups or anything like that?
I'm pretty much going to kick my ass starting next week. Just going to do everything from push-ups
Like the wrist
to.
is ready to go.
It's as good as it's probably going to get at this point.
It still hurts when if you do a push-up, huh?
Yeah, because I don't have the flexibilities like that.
Yeah.
Like, it doesn't go past
So
that route. So it's just
what are they telling you? Are you going to have to, like, you know, therapy yourself a little bit every day, pushing back or something like that, or what?
Yeah, so I've been doing a lot of like physical therapy when I was going to Santino, physical therapy, and then once quarantine hit, it was like real just knowledge for me, just kind of like training, and not really balancing my time on like flexing the wrists and stuff. So I need to get better at balancing my time from not just studying, but also, okay, you know, fix the wrist a little bit. But
yeah, brother, when you're watching a fucking match, you should be able to be doing what you need to do. No excuses,
definitely.
right? Especially on quarantine, right? No excuses, right? If we don't know a fucking new language, right? If we don't know a new trade, by that time this quarantine is over, we're fucking around. We're fucking around too much, right? I get it. Some people are still working 100%, but we can't go to fucking restaurants. We can't go to the fucking movies. We can't do shit. So we do all have the fucking time, you know? Learn a fucking language. Learn a new language, everybody. Learn a new language. Learn Chinese or Spanish. Probably the first two. All right, Dane. So my biggest concern with you is I need you to start doing. So whether it's push-ups, squats, right? Because it comes to that point, right? We tell you guys study, but we can't, right? Gary Vee always says we can't talk about push-ups. We got to do them. You know, we got to fucking do them. So we got to start applying ourselves. So all the knowledge that we're taking in now, like, we need to start applying it. Whether it's watching a documentary and seeing it play out of something that I've talked about Snake Pit Pro, watching a match and seeing it play out, you know, because right now that's probably the best way that we could do the in-ring stuff, but also we can definitely do, you know, we can do our physical therapy. I'm not even telling you start to jump on the push-ups, but do that damn physical therapy every fucking day. You could probably, your legs should be monstrous, right? You should probably be able to do lunges and squats. You know, stretches with yoga type stretches, I'm pretty sure would help you out. There's something that we do, we spin our hand all the way around. I'm pretty sure that would help, and people can do it where their hands are like this, but all twisted. Little by little, it's going to help you out every single day. So I would definitely want you to, like, when you're listening, I'm pretty sure you listen to a lot of podcasts, right? Do you listen to a lot of podcasts? So, man, stretch 20 minutes a day, find a yoga routine, man. You don't even have to spend money. You go on YouTube and you just say, give me a beginner's yoga routine, man. You know, I mean, upper body routine, lower body, whatever the case is, apply yourself to that. I just fear that you've been off for so long that I don't want you to, when it comes time to do it, you're not going to want to do it. It's going to be an obstacle for you to actually do it. That's what my fear is for you. So I want you to start thinking about the doing now. You know what I mean? Cut that fucking promo now. Cut that, do that facial expression now, right? We can't do training right now, but we can cut a promo, you know, right? Where, you know, tell a story, who we are, who we're wrestling, what we're going to do and how we're going to do it, you know, and we describe that promo. So that way, when Manbird is listening to it, he can visually see it happen. You know what I mean? You can visually see it happen. So cut that promo. I think a lot of it for you is do. You know what I mean? Start doing those push-ups. Don't kill yourself. You know, you got to understand it's going to hurt before it gets easier, obviously, right? You know, but definitely squats, cutting promos, and then everything that you've been studying, because I know you've been in that Snake Pit Pro. Start applying that, what Dr. Tom is talking about, man. That's incredible, man. Dr. Tom talking to you guys. Like, how to give my left nut
He meets so
fucking
many
work with
people,
Dr.
dude.
Tom. Who's that?
Dr. Tom's been doing it forever. I mean, he's like that's the best stuff. Him, Sin Bodhi, all those guys.
Yeah. Oh my God. Yeah. I think when we started the school, we bought the Dr. Tom curriculum book. You know what I mean? But yeah, that's incredible, man. So, and then also, what I'm going to suggest is build a relationship, networking, right? We always hear about networking in pro wrestling, Dane. So you want to build a relationship with like you have with Sin, and Dr. Tom, and ask questions because it's so important. When the time comes, it's time for you to get called up. If you're networking correctly, man, Dr. Tom's going to help you. These guys will help you. It's not even helping. It's just, let me introduce you to my friend kind of thing. You know what I mean? So I think that'll help you out, Dane. If you want to be a partner with Hyde, you could definitely do that. You got to get along with him. You got to ask him first, though. I'm pretty sure this might have been the first time you heard it, huh, Hyde?
Yeah.
Yeah, he's like, yeah. Yeah, hey, and if you want to be a partner with him, you got to be a partner with him outside the ring, man. So if anybody's a tag team, you guys can't just be a tag team in the ring, man. You got to be a tag team outside the ring. That's the only way that shit's really going to be work. That's really going to work. You got to take care of each other inside and outside the ring, talk to each other inside and outside the ring. It's so important. So if you want to be his tag team, Dane, you better start getting a relationship with him and talking to him and networking with Hyde. And then he's gonna say, "Oh, that shit sounds cool. Maybe we should do that," But yeah, so thank you, Dane. Thank you, Mr. Burns. Where did he go? Did he go on? All right, we're gonna go to Max Moses. Max Moses, what is your goal in wrestling right now?
Okay, on the advertisement. Like I think I saw the advertisement for the 1-day tryout on my Facebook or Instagram, or somebody shared it, and that's how you got me. So
there you go, advertising. Yeah, I mean, I've had people come to me and they open up their book and they'll pull out this flyer from like 2011 and they'll say, I was at a WWE show and you guys passed out this flyer to me and I've held on to it for 8 fucking years and it blows my fucking mind away. But yeah, the advertising, it's gonna help you guys out. Even if they don't use it right now, they might use it 8 years fucking later. And they've done it to me time and time again, So, but yes. So Max, what is your goal in pro wrestling?
Well, right now, my goal is just to finish your course, your class. Look, I'm old. I'm an old dog. I'm not a young stud or gal like you guys in this chat.
How old are you?
36.
36?
Yeah.
Hey, brother, you're not 50.
I'm not 50, but everything hurts and nothing works right anymore. Well, one thing works right.
Yoga. You got to get on some yoga, brother.
Yeah.
You have to get on some yoga. You're bulky, you're jacked, you're big. Brother, I'm telling you, I bet you your arm don't go. No one could put you in a move like that without it probably hurting, right?
Right.
Dude, stretch. And it's so important for you because you don't want to get into the ring and try to finish the course and then pull a muscle. I've seen that happen to the guys that are well built like you. So I'm going to tell you 100%. You ain't got to do yoga, but get a stretching routine going. 100%. The way you work out every day, you should be stretching every day. It's so, especially for pro wrestling. Hey, brother, if you didn't want to do pro wrestling, then don't fucking stretch. Don't matter, probably. I don't know. But since you want to do pro wrestling, so fucking important, bro. Stretch out. Get a routine going. Whatever your man, if your back don't move, right? If everything hurts, stretch. It's gonna take that pain away. I'm telling you, I'd get this pinch nerve right in my shoulder, and it would shoot up my neck all the way down my back, and it'd be fucking miserable. It wouldn't take me out, it wouldn't be tough to the point where I couldn't wrestle or I couldn't bump on it, but it sucked, and I figured, okay, massage it out, and I tried to massage it out, and nothing, I'd go to professional massages, I'd have my wife do it, nothing would work. Sylvia would take her elbow and drive it right into the knot. It would hurt so good, but it would still be there. And then man, I'm telling you, I got introduced to yoga, and I didn't even want to go to yoga. I was on tour with this band, and I was being antisocial, and they said, "Hey, we're all going to yoga. Let's go." And I said, "Cool, let's go. I'll go with you guys." It ended up it was just me and this other chick that went to yoga, and I was like, where the fuck is Robbie and where is everybody? And I was pissed and I didn't want to go, and I couldn't be like, oh, I'm not gonna go, because then she was gonna go by herself. I didn't want to be an asshole. And I went to fucking yoga, man. And as I walked in, I went into hot yoga called Bikram yoga. And as I walked in, I was like, what the fuck? Let me just get through this fucking night, dude. This sucks. I could have been smoking fucking weed at the hotel room with fucking the drummer. You know what I mean? Now I'm fucking here, fucking doing stupid ass yoga. Fucking stupidest thing I ever heard in my life, right? I'm thinking got this pro wrestling mentality. And I walk in, and this guy that reminds me of the fucking fat bald dude from The Office, he goes, oh, this is your first time? And I go, yeah. He looks at me and he puts his hand on my shoulder and he says, it's gonna change your fucking life. I'm like, get the fuck out of here, bro. And I just nod my head because I'm trying to be nice. I'm like, get the fuck out of here. Fucking changed my life, dude. I'm just trying to get through this fucking day. Fast forward to an hour and a half later, brother. I'm fucking sitting there crying in yoga, brother. I got tears coming down. They're like, release all the stress you have and lay on your side and let the sweat pour down, and let that sweat pouring down is the stress leaving your body. And I'm sitting there crying like a fucking baby, dude, an hour and a half later. And then I realized, shit, man, my shit's been going away ever since I've been doing yoga. My pinched nerve ain't there no more. Guaranteed, dude, that shit changed my fucking life, man. Like, whenever I want to get into a Zen mode, a peace mode, like, I go to yoga and I don't think about anything else but the stretches. And I just remember this fucking guy telling me that changed my life, and me in my head laughing at him, like, shut the fuck up, dude. And it did. And not only, like, spiritually, and I always sound like a fucking guru, asshole, douchebag, but it changed me spiritually. But dude, I ain't got that fucking pinched nerve no more, man. My body didn't hurt anymore. I didn't have, my neck wasn't killing me anymore every time I would take a bump. And when I was on tour, we were wrestling 5 nights a week. Fuck, dude, we'd go out there for 3 hours a night, wrestle 30 minutes straight, and then sit on stage for 3 hours dancing and doing little matches in between. And that shit was rough on the body. But man, I did that yoga and it helped me out tremendously. So that's for everybody, guys. Get on yoga, man. Get on it. I recommend hot yoga, but I've done DDP yoga. I dig it. I dig the DDP yoga. It's good for wrestlers. It reminds you of wrestling a little bit. And it might be a little bit easier for you to do it because he's not as conventional as some of the yoga instructors, DDP. But yeah, so if your body hurts right now, and your goal is to finish the program, start the yoga now. I'd hate for you to get an injury, or just even having a nagging hurt. Maybe it's not an injury, but just a nagging pain that's not going to let you go through the entire program fully. You know what I mean? Like, oh man, I don't really want to take a bump because I'm fucking already hurting, you know? And I know what that fucking feels like. So Max, start doing some yoga, man. You're already working out, you know? So start doing some yoga, and I'm pretty sure it'll help you out in some cardio too, man. You wouldn't believe standing in place, balancing on your foot like a fucking hood ornament would make your heart rate go so much, but it does, man. It really does, especially if you've never done it. That's a fucking great workout for you for the rest of the year. You probably start advancing from there. So, okay. But yeah, get on some yoga so that way you can finish the program, because you told me you're hurting, man. So that way, and I'm guarantee you won't hurt. Look at Jericho, right? Look at Jericho, 50 fucking years old. Fucking guy look like he's 30. You know what I mean? And he credits yoga. I mean, honestly, he's an amazing fucking one-of-a-kind motherfucker, but credits yoga for it. I'm pretty sure there's a lot more to it, but, you know, man says yoga, let's do it, right? You know, so, what, does that help you out a little bit, Max?
Yeah, I'll look into it. You told me this before. I just never looked into it. Just I have good days and bad days. Some days my back hurts, some days my knees hurt. Like when I'm training, there'll be days where I could leapfrog and touch the ceiling, right? And then there's days where my knees just hurt and I could barely get up. You know, I'm always powering through it. It's just, I just have good days and bad days.
Yeah, sometimes I think, you know, we say, you know, be a tough guy in wrestling and power through. I'm not so certain that's the best thing to do. You know, actually, I am certain it's not the best thing to do. Like, I get it. There's always going to come a time we have to power through. I got to power through because I'm going to power slam Oz. And I got to get strong for it. So, fuck, if you're hurt, don't do it. Or fucking if he's going to trust you, you know, you got to power through, right? I get that 100%. But, like, when we get back to training, there's instances like, so if you're hurting, like what luchadors do, they don't take full on bumps. They like preserve their bodies, and there's ways that they do it. And I think, you know, hopefully we get back and we get the lucha classes back, and you can start taking Los Luchas class. But then they're incredible with teaching you how to protect your body, not take what we call like the full on American bumps where you just feet up in the air like a fucking banana peel, like you slipped on a banana peel. They take them a little bit, you know, and the bumps aren't as impressive, obviously, as the American banana peel bumps, where your feet go straight up in the air. But the bumps that they take, they work, and they actually kind of do like a half-ass back roll and then slap the mat. And a lot of the older guys will do that because, for one, they got shitty fucking rings, and then for two, right, they're older, you know, so how can they preserve their body with a shitty fucking ring? And so they learn how to start absorbing some of it. Like, you know, if Bam Bam Bigelow catches you on a fucking cross body, he just catches you and takes a bump. If a luchador catches you, he catches you like this and does a back roll and then pops you off so he doesn't absorb any of your blow. He actually absorbs it, but then throws you off, you know? And there's those little tricks that we can, you know, as soon as we get back in, we can teach you, which I think will probably help you, Max. Especially if you're saying there's some days that you're hurting. And, you know, I get it. Hey, Robbie's going to put you to the paces, and there comes the time, hey, you got to do a leapfrog. You got to do it. But also there comes to the time where, hey, dude, I'm too in pain, but if I can get by doing something else, is that possible, coach? And they might say, yeah. Hey, they might say, no, fuck no. If you can't do it, sit out. I don't know. You know, because sometimes there are, you know, all coaches are different. But you know, I think talk to your coaches. And like I would tell you, don't power. Like personally, if I was coaching, I'd say don't power through. Let's figure out something else for you to do. I want you to make it to the end. You know, I don't want you to get injured. I don't want it to be miserable for you. So that's what I would do. So just to kind of give you a couple of pointers there.
Thank you.
We're gonna move on over. We had a newbie, a couple of oldies. We're gonna move on over to Mr. Ray Romero Jr. Yes, I'll put you off mute, my friend. All right. Mr. Ray Romero, what is your goal? What's your goal?
Well, I mean, obviously, the goal for this year was Rookie of the Year. But
also, you want to take that away from Milo Matters, huh?
She wasn't going to get it if I was wrestling, so it don't really matter.
Hold up, let me get off mute real quick. I saw you laughing when I said that I did 3 pull-ups, so yeah, at the end of quarantine, we're gonna have an arm wrestle, and we'll see who's laughing then.
Okay. And I think, hey, SoCal and Sensor's still gonna put a Rookie of the Year out for 2020, so you guys need to get on it the best you can. If you have already footage, like my plan is to, you know, when do they do it? Somewhere around August or something like that. I don't know. But start putting, for your consideration, this is Ray Romero. For your consideration for Rookie Year, this is Milo Matters, and so on and so forth. Like that's what I plan to do for a school, not to try to let 2020 get away from us and have a gap in our streak. And I implore you guys to do the same thing. I think I talked to a couple of you guys about it, about really pushing hard. And what can we do to do that? How can we push to become Rookies of the Year? Promos. Vignettes are so interesting, and it lets us get to know you as a character, you know. Obviously, I don't know, maybe they're gonna open up pro sports, right? Whatever that is, whatever they define pro sports as in Los Angeles or California. I think California might open up. Los Angeles might take longer, to be honest with you, just to let you guys know. Garcetti's been really tough on LA because he's got the largest city in the United States, and he probably doesn't want to fuck it up. So we probably, as Los Angeles, may not be able to do any kind of no fan of sports until I don't know, a later date, but we'll see. You know, maybe we will be able to. Who knows? But until then, Ray Romero, and that's even considering that, hey, dude, like Ray Romero wants to go at COVID and try to do fucking some matches. You know, some people are just, fuck no, I'm uncomfortable doing it. I don't want to be around anybody. Some people are like, fuck it, I want to go do that. You know, do a show. You know, I need to live life. You know, but so until then, both of you, for you and Milo, start doing some vignettes. Start doing some promos. Like, did everybody see what Darwin or Wrestling Pro Wrestling pulled off? That's the shit you guys need to start doing, man. That's the shit that's going to take you guys to the next level to get you guys noticed so you can become memorable. I think wrestling. What's that?
Sorry, I just want to add in that Darwin did that on his own. So if that nerd could do it, any of you guys could do that.
Yeah, he filmed it great. You know, hey, I'm telling you, man, you need some help. You say, hey, Charlie, how can I film something? And he's going to say, hey, fuck off, I don't got time. Or he might say, yeah, sure, I can help you out. Let me give you some pointers. You know what I mean? Use the network, right, we have here with Santino Brothers, and don't be afraid, right? Charlie's the nicest dude that I've worked with, you know? And he definitely would be able to help you out. But it's, man, I saw that thing, and I think it was much needed, you know? Seeing, you know, what happened to Supreme, and then hearing about Shad Gaspard today. I wasn't going to click on Darwin's video just because, but I was like, I need something else besides Somber. And it was the best part of my day, besides this, obviously, up until that point. But I loved it. I thought it was great. And if you guys haven't seen it, watch it. And I think Sephora did one where she was a bartender as a hot dog, which I thought was really cool and interesting. And man, get on that, man. I think it's like Sephora and RJ and Shannon and doing it. So I think Shannon's been in every fucking video, or RJ has. Hey, maybe get some help. Maybe they're looking for something. But I would definitely jump on that, Ray Romero and Milo, and even every fucking buddy else, Hyde and Pete and Birdman and Isaac and Tim the Warrior. What is it? Tim what? Yeah, I'm already forgetting, man. Breaks my heart.
It's the God King, but actually
the God King, of course.
Yeah,
yes.
but I'm working on a different character.
Yes, hey, show me a fucking vignette of the God King. Who the fuck? Like, right? I hear God King. What the fuck is that? Tell me. Do a God King video. You know,
yes,
man, and I'm surprised there's not more people throwing out some vignettes like that. When I was in XPW, we had no matches for 6 months. I think I told you guys this. We would just throw out vignettes, good, the bad, the ugly, fucking stupid shit, great shit, whatever, man. We would just try to get on TV, and I think this is fucking the perfect time. Throw it out there. You're gonna say, I don't know how to edit. Trust me, go on Google Play, find a free editing app, and within a day or two, you'll fucking be editing shit. Guaranteed. Like, it's not fucking hard. They make all this shit. They used to make it so hard where a professional had to do it. Now it's for everybody to do. You just do this. Hey, you don't know what to do? Press this fucking button and see what that fucking button does. That's what I fucking do. That's how I built my website. That's how I built my wrestling school. Let's do this. All right, I don't know if it works. I was never trained. I have no fucking clue. I had to go to Robbie. How did Dynamite D do this? Oh, he did this. Oh, okay, we've been doing it wrong. All right, I should ask first. You know, try it out. Edit, guys. Do it yourself. You don't need anybody to fucking edit it for you, dude. It's fucking Pete, am I right? I see you nodding your head. It's fucking easy. I'm telling you. It's like opening up the IKEA instructions and you look at it and you're like, oh my God, this shit's fucking, it's confusing as fuck. And then once you start putting it together, you're like, what the fuck, dude? I don't need this fucking instructions. That's what it is like to do any kind of editing, anything on the website. Do you want to stream video? It's not fucking hard, bro. Like, you could do it. So edit your own stuff, Ray Romero and Milo. Start doing vignettes. We want to see your character and your personality and who you are. Give SoCal Uncensored a reason to nominate you as Rookie of the Year. They might be going into it and say, we're not even going to nominate anybody. Change their fucking mind. You know what I mean? Change their fucking mind. Same way I was going to wrestle a show that was raining, and I said, no, I want to wrestle, and then you can cancel. And they said, go for it. And then everybody wrestled after me. Change everybody's fucking mind. Okay.
Joey, what you were saying. So everybody, Being the Elite is made with iMovie. Just so you know that, a show that gets 150 to 250,000 views within the first 7 days is completely edited with iMovie. When we do our show, I could do it in Final Cut or Adobe Premiere, but I don't need to because, like Joey said, the tools are so easy to do. You need to do this, this, and this. You have most of the tools available to you. Even YouTube now has their studio. Just put the video file into YouTube and you can edit it all in a browser and you don't even need a computer. So the tools are there.
I just saw that. I saw that. I've been actually editing my videos on YouTube. It's so much easier than fucking re-uploading everything. And you look at, we all have fucking smartphones, right? So you don't need a fucking camera. You don't need any fucking equipment. You don't need a fucking mic. Like what you got in your pocket is better than the cameras that I have when I bring out my big camera. That's why I always use my fucking phone, man. They're better cameras. They're clearer. It's like, it's a no-brainer. And then I don't have to take a SD card out and put it in I just fucking upload it straight. The phone is fucking amazing. You guys ever watch Quantum Leap? Has anyone ever seen Quantum Leap with Scott Bakula?
Oh, absolutely. With Sam and he had his little.
Yeah, he bust out Ziggy. Bro, we have that in our fucking pocket right now. We fucking have it in our pocket. Utilize it. Utilize it. And Ray Romero, I know you're looking at me and you're saying, oh, I don't edit. I know you, because I think I talked to you and you were like, Lindsay, post all my shit on Instagram. And I said, dude, fuck that. You need to post your own shit. Get used to it. Figure out how to work it. Like I sit there, how do I do stories? And I sit there and I don't want to learn how to do stories, Instagram stories. You do stories the first time, you're like, that's what I didn't want to do. It's fucking just pressing a button. It's simple, 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 simple. So both of you guys make some vignettes. You don't know what to make? How about reenact a scene from a movie, from your favorite fucking movie? Kind of how WrestleMania did at WWE did at WrestleMania Goes to Hollywood. Start off that way. That way you're just kind of reenacting your favorite fucking scene, and then you'll probably go from there and do better, and do more, and to be more creative. But as a pro wrestler, we have to be fucking creative. So important to be creative, guys. That's what it's all about, you know. That kind of help you out, Ray? Ray Romero?
I mean, yeah, I had some ideas. It's just the same thing. I'm just like, oh man, what if it's shitty?
Execute, brother.
Yeah, I know. I'm
execute. Let it be shitty. Let it be shitty. Right. Like my buddy always used to tell me, man, how was your workout today? And I'd go, oh, it was a fucking shitty workout. And he'd go, well, a shitty workout's better than no workout. So a shitty video is going to be better than no fucking video. You know what I mean? And trust me, you wouldn't believe it, man. People get behind you, dude. Especially, first of all, they're following you because they like you, bro. So it's not like I'm going to put a video out and I put it out to a PWG crowd. No, when I go to YouTube, I put it out to me and they all respond and, oh, coach, thank you, coach, this, that, and the other. They're going to appreciate what the fuck you do for them. And they're going to help you out. And whatever you think is going to be shitty or people are going to criticize this, first of all, you should let them want it. You should want to hear their criticism to make it better, and then but 9 times out of 10, dude, they dig what you do, and they're going to help you promote what you do, and then it's just going to get better from there. Start off knowing that it's going to, by the time you're doing it for a year, you're going to look back at your first fucking videos the way everyone says, I look back at my first fucking matches and I cringe and I cannot watch them. And it's hard to watch. Trust me, you just got to start though. You just got to start and make a shitty fucking video and let it be fucking shitty. And trust me, you will get better from there. And if you fail it, you're going to buy a mic and you're going to buy different equipment, but you don't even have to, man. Just start. Film a vlog. Maybe you're not going to do vignettes. Maybe you're just doing vlogs. I don't know. Maybe you just want to talk. People want to hear what you got to say. Trust me, they do. I know you guys sit there and you think nobody is inspired by me. That's what I used to think, and I see it. I see the people that I inspire, and it blows my mind away because I'm like, how come I couldn't inspire myself, to be a better wrestler? But just put it out there, man. Same thing with wrestling. Just got to put it out there, right? I always talk about the rock elbow. Put it out there, and it became the most electrifying move in wrestling today, So I wasn't able to get to everybody today. I implore you guys to tune in with us on Thursday so we can continue. And then I hope for the people that I didn't get a chance to talk to, I hope that me talking to somebody else still helped you guys out. That's kind of the plan about it. And then we'll just go from there, and I'll try to get through everybody this week because I just been seeing the same faces, and I just kind of want to talk to each and every one of you that are here, not just make this a general class. I want to make this your class. And then something I want to, just before we end, I just want to touch on. I seen a post about there's always going to be wrestlers talking about, like, you should know. I think it was an MMA fighter. He does commentary for New Japan, Josh Barnett, and he wrote something about knowing the history in pro wrestling, knowing all the fucking moves, and looking like a wrestler, and no one does it anymore, and everyone just does it for the spots or this, that, and the other. And I agree with him 100%. But I want to reiterate to you guys about what I believe pro wrestling is. Pro wrestling doesn't give a fuck about your armbar. It doesn't give a fuck about how much history you fucking know. We do that for us. We do that because we love it. What we do as pro wrestlers is we fucking try to make a connection with the crowd any way we can. Maybe the guy puts his fucking hands in his fucking pocket and calls himself Orange Cassidy. But if that's what he can do to make a connection with the fucking crowd, then he's doing his fucking job. Maybe I personally will be like, oh, I don't like that style of boring ass or lazy wrestling. I don't know. But if you can make a connection with the crowd, that's what it's about. You know what I mean? Who's the crowd? Look, it's the people on your social media. So if you can make a connection with the people on your social media, that's what's going to take you guys to the next level. They don't give a fuck that you look like a wrestler. They don't give a fuck. Like that's the coaches care. Bigger than life, right? These are all just these tips that we're giving you. You don't have, look at Joey Janela, man. They call him Jelly Belly, right? But fuck, dude, he's like top dude right now. You know what I mean? You would look at him and you would say, you don't look like much. Fuck, dude, the dude has the connection with the fucking crowd. That's all that fucking matters, man. I've seen guys that can wrestle their hearts out and know moves like nobody's business, but they don't have that connection. They lack that. So the important part of pro wrestling is making a connection with the crowd, and how do we do that? We could do that with our social media. I implore you guys to get a vlog going, get something going, especially in this quarantine. I don't know. I kind of feel they're gonna open back up and then close back down. I hope they open back up and we stay the fuck open and it's go time. That's what I hope. I don't know if that's gonna happen. So we might have some time on this quarantine. So let's just start getting used to some vignettes, vlogs. And I'm telling you, when you guys get back to wrestling, if you're skilled in the promos and the vlogs and just speaking, it's gonna take you guys in your wrestling to that next level. You're gonna be able to make that connection with the fans, with the crowd, with the promoters, with the wrestlers. And if you could do that, man, that's why we all decided to become wrestlers, because somebody made a connection with us. We all have it. My guy Sabu, you know what I mean? Connected. I want to do what the fuck he does. So just go out there remembering that. And I think today's biggest takeaway is going to be apply yourself and don't be an underachiever. Don't be an underachiever. I was a fucking underachiever and it killed my fucking career. Don't let that happen to you guys. Apply yourself. I was an underachiever by not ever trying to get booked on WWE until I was ready. Fuck all that, dude. Go now, go now, go now. Apply now. They might leave you on red. Fuck it. Get used to being left on red. Get used to no one fucking responding to you. Because what's it gonna teach you? Well, what can I do to get them to open the fucking box? That's what I used to think with me, and I used to be a partner with Smiley. He works at NXT now. And we used to think we're going to send a package to a promoter, but everyone's sending a fucking VHS in a fucking padded envelope. Big fucking deal. We used to get them in XPW, and we used to just throw them all to the side of the TV. And if we're bored, we'd open some here and there. What my idea was, how do we send a fucking package that they have to fucking open just by looking at the fucking package? Maybe it's a red fucking package with a green bow. I don't know. That was our plan. But we never got around to sending these packages out. But the plan was, we need them to open the fucking package. How can we get them to do that? You know what I mean? be memorable, be creative, and stand out from everybody else, right? So even when you're in that inbox, how can you stand out? Maybe in the message, in the title, in your 15-second little video, because man, they're probably not gonna open that shit. Get used to it. How can you find a different way to be creative so they can open up your fucking message, your DM? You know what I mean? Obviously, you can't do the same thing over and over and over again and expect a different result, right? The famous saying. So you do it once, you do your first round and no one's fucking answering you, then you do your second round and you change it up, put different pictures, different videos, introduce yourself a different way, say a different starting sentence, something to capture their mind. Hey man, I was watching some of your videos and I thought they're really cool, blah, blah, blah. Then you hit them with the fucking ask down halfway down the paragraph. So then they see, oh, you're complimenting me. Oh, fuck yeah, let me open this shit. I open them all the time and they go, oh, this motherfucker's asking me for something. You know what I mean? Hey, sometimes I leave them on red. Sometimes I answer them, but find a way to be creative to get them to open your message, to get them to watch you. If you're creative on your social media and people start wanting to watch your vlog or your vignettes or your promos or wherever, your quarantine files that Jeremy Marcus is doing great also with his quarantine files, with his referee. Darwin did an awesome job. But if we can watch these videos, we're going to be apt to more to open up your message. You know what I mean? So get on it, guys. It's so important to get on the vignettes right now, the promos. Hey, just do a fucking vlog and talk into the camera. Maybe that's just people want to see that. I like to watch Gary Vee, and he just talks, man. He just fucking talks. He's him. He's not hosting anything. I just want to hear what he had to say. So maybe just be you. That's probably, there you go. What is that? Crush It? Crush It's a very, very great book to read. Yeah. I think it's great to read. So you guys check it out. Hey, if you guys need some motivation every fucking day, watch some Gary Vee, man. Watch all the great fucking coaches in sports history. John Wooden, Nick Saban, Bill Belichick, the list goes on and on and on. I can't remember the Notre Dame coach. Lou Holtz, so important. Watch these guys. Man, they will inspire you and teach you guys the knowledge that you guys need. But maybe you guys need a little bit of inspiration every day. Watch some Gary Vee every day. Just type in under YouTube inspirational videos. Watch Anthony Robbins. He's great. Maybe you're a church guy. Watch some Joel Osteen. He's more of a motivator than he is actually a pastor. But yeah, motivate yourself. Don't be an underachiever. And apply yourself, guys, and start on those vignettes, start on the vlogs, and start on the promos. Okay? Thank you guys for tuning in, and I promise I will get to everybody else on Thursday, or at least we'll get as far as we can get. And we'll go from there. All right, guys, thank you guys for tuning in. I appreciate it. And if you guys ever have any questions during the week or anything, just go ahead and hit me up. I'm trying to I got more time available now, more than the last couple of weeks. So just go ahead and hit me up, guys. Thank you guys for tuning in. Let's bring it in. Here we go. Santino's on 3. 1, 2, 3.
Santino!
We're going to get that. We're going to get it one day. We'll get it with more emotion next time. All right, guys.
Thanks, Joey.
Thank you, Joey.
Joey.
Appreciate it.
Thank you, everyone.
Thank you, guys.
Thank you. Bye.